What's up, y'all?
What's going on, everybody?
All right, we are on S7E3 of Peep Show. I can't remember what A Beautiful Mind. That's what it's called. That's
There
the
you go.
title of this one. I don't know.
Isn't
I
that
don't
a
know what to
movie?
say. Yeah, it is a movie. But everything should just be called cringe in this. So
Let's just see how it crashes and burns. Sometimes they go out of their way to crash and burn.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
And that's admirable.
yeah, and that's the part of the beauty of this
Yeah.
series. And for anybody who's keeping tabs on this stuff, all 5 of you, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
This is our first video recorded in the calendar year of 2024.
Oh my god, man. It's like what you said, you have to just it's getting back into the rhythm of things, you know? It's like, man, God, where did time go? We haven't met up for
3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's for all 5 of you who give a damn about things like that. I know we know what you came here for. So you ready to go in?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Sex over. Now the smiling and staring. I think Dobby might be bored with me sexually. I'm vanilla. I should be not Neapolitan, that's too 70s, but pistachio. Slightly unpleasant, but novel.
I was thinking of booking that country house hotel for your birthday.
Really? Because country house hotels? Doesn't working in a Mexican restaurant would be better suited to a Premier Inn and a bottle of supermarket body? Or I could pay?
No way. I'm being the man here and paying for everything. I'm taking you away. I might even carry you over the threshold.
Captain Caveman?
Would you be able to drive us? It's in Hereford.
Sure. Shall I get it, seeing as I've got your fluffy dressing gown on?
Thanks.
Officially, it's a toweling robe. Might not be incredibly stylish, but it is hugely absorbent.
Oh, did I tell you? Poor old Simon's mum's ill.
Oh, how horrible for him.
I might get a card.
The cool, good-looking ex-boyfriend, whom I strongly suspect was far better in bed than me. His grief is mine.
Got some money, Mark?
Yes, the cringe has started.
Oh wow. I'm just like, remember, I have to flash back to where we left off. What? And when does he let the lady get the door? Because it could, and most likely always is bad news at their door. The one door you never want to open in life is Mark's door. Nothing good ever comes through that door.
Never. It is a revolving door of what the fuck.
Yeah, I would just use the window if I was him. I would just
Pretty much.
Fuck that.
I'm with you there.
So she knows he has a kid. Dobby knows everything. Is this the dream sequence? Anyway, whatever. We've covered a lot. We covered a lot in what, 5 seconds?
Basically, what feels like 5 seconds, but this is gonna crash and burn.
Yep.
Hang on! Must be the Bernardo's man.
He's unemployed, Mark.
Right. Is he, though? I'm pretty sure I saw this exposed on Rogue Traders.
Just trying to make a bit of honest money, really. Your neighbours have been very kind.
So, what have you got?
Fluffy dusters, J-cloths...
Shit. Choose the cheapest in front of Dobby. They're not J-cloths, not scourers. Fluffy dusters, I think they're relatively cheap.
Or oven gloves.
Fluffy duster?
Sure, mate, they're £11.
They're what?
11 quid, made of fibres.
I'm being politely mugged.
Thanks.
I'll go and make some coffee, Mr. Generous. I'd have just gone for the J-cloths.
Great. Just wasted £11 on £4 worth of female approval. Right, I'm having that back. You've conned me. I'm not some frail old lady in sheltered housing.
Get to fuck.
You okay?
This is something that is foreign to us. A lot of this is foreign to us. Do people do that in...
I hope not. No, I don't think so. I think Mark is just, we shouldn't hold Mark to any standard that's applicable to humans.
I'm not talking about Mark. I'm talking about that other guy that just comes around and he's like, hey, I'm broke. Can you buy this? A wandering merchant. Does that happen over there? And does anybody have an experience with that, good or bad? Please let us know.
Because I would always assume that shit's most likely stolen.
Oh, yeah. It has to be stolen.
That's just, like, I see them in like, Walmart parking lots trying to sell boxes of sneakers or whatever. But nothing like that door-to-door traveling merchant. I don't know. That's unique, to be honest.
I've seen that in the parking lot of O's games, NASCAR races, a few other sporting events, but I've not seen that at my doorstep.
No.
Either living in a city or in the country. And
Yeah.
Lord, if in the country, good luck doing that because
you don't just wander on people's property out there, man.
yeah,
Or
not
anywhere.
It's, you know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I mean? I just thinking, does the audience know what I mean?
Oh, probably. I think they've rocked with us enough.
I think so.
I think they know. Oh man.
Woo-wee.
Fine, things got a bit out of hand, but I took control.
So what did you think, Jeremy?
Wow, that's what I thought. Wow, trousers.
You didn't fall asleep, did you? At one point I thought...
No way. No, I loved every minute of it. The colours, the woman, it was all great. Amelie is a fantastic film. What a fantastic film.
It's French, but you can easily work out what's happening most of the way through.
Exactly.
Not pre-digested Hollywood blockbuster crap.
That shit trying to lure you in by entertaining you. So shallow. You cabbing it?
I'm cabbing it.
Won't tell her I'm bussing it. It's great, isn't it, how even though I'm an attractive guy and you're an attractive girl, we can just hang out like great mates.
Just because I'm going out with Ben
The shit.
doesn't mean that you and I can't be big buds. We have so many interests in common. Foreign film, fringe theatre, contemporary dance. Even those silver people in Covent Garden who stand really still and pretend to be statues.
I adore enormously all of that. And you run that book group, don't you? Which is great because I love difficult literature.
Wow, another tick. I'd invite you, but we're full up at the minute.
Does Ben the shit go?
No, he hates reading.
Oh, he is missing out on so much. So many people just plod through life, you're thinking the same stupid thoughts with their tiny, predictable, identikit minds.
Most people just go around nodding to the last opinion they heard, don't they?
I agree.
Excuse me, Malcolm. Is one of you getting in?
Hey then.
Bye. Thanks for a lovely afternoon of French cinema. Au revoir, mon ami.
Indeedy. This is all so fucking sophisticated.
What the shit?
Yeah, trying to pretend you're more upper class and just into things just with someone who is taken, by the way.
You have solidified yourself in the friend zone. You have solidified yourself as a non-threat. What? When her boyfriend sees you as a non-threat, you're like, I don't know, man. That game is slow and terrible. Never worth it. Look, anyway.
French theater?
What? Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Listen, even on my channel, I'm listening to music that's not even in English, and I'm just like, holy crap, this is different. So if I were to go sit through a movie, right? I would be like, never again. Once and done. Get the t-shirt, move on.
See you tomorrow. À demain.
No, you demand. Why is that funny? You're off it all. Crack as well. But you love crack. It's your favourite.
Especially crack, Jez. Stop putting all that poison and shit into my body and my precious brain.
Since when?
Since Tuesday. Had a sort of road to Damascus flash on the A22. Crashed the van into some guy's hedge because I was so fucking wrecked. And then this voice in my head sounded like Brian Moore, who used to do the football on ITV. Said, pack it in, son. Hugs game.
Well, that's very sensible, albeit hallucinatory advice.
Mark, in here, my pipe, my last rock. I want you to have it.
I don't want it, it's illegal.
I want you to keep it, please. It's symbolic. And if I come to you and ask for it, I want you to tell me no. Even if I hit you hard with wood or grab your arm and bend it up behind your back till it snaps like a fucking Kit Kat, you still tell me no.
With wood.
Thanks, Mark. Legend.
So, how's all this going?
Easy, man. Easy like a Sontag Morgan. I'm just finding other things to fill my time.
What?
Cycling, running. Yeah. I ran 10k yesterday. I ran here this morning, then back home, and then back here again. I'm cooking. Eating like a fucking electric nan. Did this scarf. I got 2 quilts on the go and a sort of tabard. It's cool. It's easy.
Great.
You got the olives? I've gone fucking mental for olives.
No, we've...
Shit, Jesus, where am I going to get olives? I'm craving this salt.
We've got salt.
I'm not going to go necking fucking salt straight from the shaker, Mark. I'm mad. Right, fucking laters. I'm going to sprint to Londis.
This ain't gonna last.
Now, so someone gives you a highly illegal substance, and let's say you're in a on and off committed relationship with, let's say, an ex-wife with a child and Dobby. And they know the people you run with, right?
Mm-hmm.
My first order of business would be send a text message to everyone involved in my life. Can you believe what just happened? He gave me his last crack rock. It's in the house, and this is where it is.
But knowing how they are, how they keep everything bottled up, that's what's gonna happen, and it's gonna fuck them in the ass so bad.
It's
later
gonna
on.
realization of Superhand's crack rock is gonna come out at the worst time.
That's a pretty accurate prediction, I think.
God.
Here we go.
He is a bit mad, isn't he?
Jez, I'm slightly worried that Dolby might still be in love with Simon. Do you mean you think she is?
No, I'm not really listening. Sorry.
And I'm worried that I might not be...
What?
Look, you... active intercourse.
Oh my god, you're asking me for sex tips. Pass me that carver and the big pack of Tyrrells. It's a girl's night in.
What would you say was the average amount of time before the man...
unleashes hell?
Yes. I want the average amount of time, the mean. No, the mode or median. Sting's probably thrown the mean out for everyone else.
Well, it depends, Mark. It often depends on where you are. If you get me.
No, I don't want to hear about the bum, Jeremy. I know for you it all revolves around the bum. You're like the Copernicus of the anus.
You've got to know about the bum, Mark. Otherwise it's only cooking with the hob and never using the oven. The bum is the secret portal.
It's not much of a secret, though, is it, Jeremy? Be honest. The bum is quite, if you'll pardon the image, an open secret.
So you think you've lost your dirty mojo?
I am a bit desperate on that front. I've even bought a...
What, Mark? Blimey.
It's a dildo. I've bought a big dildo.
How big is it?
9 inches. It's a 9-incher. Thought it might spice things up. Trouble is, I find it quite intimidating. As a man, look at it, it's like a leg of lamb. So I've decided to call it Kenneth, to take the curse off.
Kenneth?
Yes, my colleague Kenneth. Shall I fetch Kenneth? Meet my sexual associate, Kenneth. Makes him less daunting.
And has Kenneth seen action?
No. It might be the sexiest thing ever, or it might be a massive disaster. Dobby might hate it. So for now, you stay at Bryce Norton, Kenneth. I don't think you're ready to enter Hellmand yet.
Oh.
I just would not have ever put myself in that position to own one of those. And if I ever had one, that's staying in the shed, out in the garden, in the back, or buried. Just what the hell are you doing? Keeping it right there, the top drawer. People already are questioning you.
I'm just imagining, because this is, I guess Amazon was starting to be a thing. Was just imagining Mark going to the sex shop and purchasing it. And awkward conversation that he would have with the clerk there.
Where's that little bit of gold? I want to see that. They missed a golden opportunity for that. I don't know. I just whatever, man. It is what it is. This is gonna. Okay, so you have the crack rock and the dildo. You already have paraphernalia in your house. That's just, oh God. It screams guilt all over the place.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Oh God, I can't.
So is your work still good, bad? Does he like it there now? I've forgotten.
I despise every second of it. We're short-staffed and Gail keeps making me do these extra shifts. And she hates me since you tried to kill her.
Sorry, man. My bad. You should tell her you need time off. I'm no NHS direct, but this stress can't be doing your sex life any good. Tell Gail she's exploiting you.
But then she'll fire me. I don't want to be unemployed. I've got a girlfriend to impress. And when Sophie gets back from Wales, I've also got a baby to impress.
Christ, Mark, you really need to grow a pair.
Of testicles?
Yes.
You want me to grow a pair of testicles so I'd have 4 testicles, and somehow that'll help make me braver and better able to deal with stress? Staggering around like a baboon with 4 balls hanging down.
Look, Gail's fucking you over because you're so bloody passive. You need to rip her a new
anus. So she'd have 2 anuses, and then in this mad new world of yours, I'd presumably shove my 4 bollocks up her 2 anuses for some unknown reason.
Oh God, that is a legendary line right there.
That is all gold right there.
Man. Look, I don't have any tattoos. I would never get one of my own, but if I were to get that one, I would tattoo that on my forearm right there. The thing about the 2 cocks and balls and what that is, and anuses, I don't know.
Oh man,
won't do that. I haven't the coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
I was
So
like, don't do that ever.
yeah,
Your cock and balls should be permanently etched into your skin.
yeah. I mean, better than a country's flag that you weren't born in.
Very true. That you weren't born in? Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Never fancied a girl with glasses before. I wouldn't care if she had a limp or a funny elbow. I'm so PC. I'm horny Gandhi.
Did you have a nice time at whatever the fuck film it was with Zara?
Yeah, movie, the colours, the woman in it.
It's a great arrangement we got here, Jess.
Arrangement?
Yeah, you take care of the brainy, arty crap she likes, and I take care of the physical side. Like we came back from Emily.
You shit.
She was in this really good mood, all sparked up and receptive. You can imagine what we got up to.
Yeah, what about that toner from the Viking catalogue, or...
No, I won't go into detail about what it is we did, Jez, but let's just say it wasn't a long game of Scrabble. Your glands isn't red raw after a long game of Scrabble, is it?
Not ordinarily, no.
You don't fancy Zara, do you, Jez?
No?
Because that would be an extremely huge problem if you did.
I really don't. She's just normal, you know, or pavement, just there.
Well, anyway, I was wondering if you wanted to dabble in a bit more A&R. Check out some artists, a few extra quid in your pay packet.
Brilliant. Stop making my lovely job lovelier, you shit.
Did Ben just give you a pay rise?
Yeah. You know, I honestly never thought I could enjoy working, because obviously when you work, you can't go back to bed until nighttime. Seems mad, but I really like it.
I'm going to the Tate Modern for the Richard Avedon Symposium on Friday. I don't suppose you fancy coming?
Yeah? I'm going to go myself anyway, Sunday, but yeah, let's together. Jesus Christ, I am so out of my depth. Who's Richard Avedon? What's a symposium? At least I know which day Friday is. That's something to cling on to.
Bye. It can't be worth that much.
You don't, like, okay. If we step back, let's talk about how amazing Jez's current situation is. Not on the love side, but on the work side.
The career side.
Holy crap. He fell into something amazing for the wrong reasons. He was just at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if that is it, I would automatically, in my head, be like, oh, what's with this woman? Like,
yeah.
like, I'm getting paid, but granted, once the chick.
Yeah, that's the downfall of most men, is that they're thinking with their head.
Yeah, not their brain.
Yeah.
That's just, it's crazy though. Could you imagine being in that situation?
Yeah, I personally would love to be in that situation. I'd be like,
Holy
screw
crap.
that woman.
Yeah.
With this, I could have more down the line.
Yeah.
Play a long game here.
I'm like, crap. Granted, it kind of sucks in the immediate, but that's a sweet job right there, dude.
Yeah, come on, man. And especially got a pay raise too.
For just taking the dude's girlfriend out.
Yeah.
It always ends up that the person that takes the girlfriend out gets the girl and loses a job, regardless. But there's no need to kill that cow right away.
Right.
Your time is already limited there in that game.
Yeah.
Tension headache. Brain tumour, maybe? Sexy, fascinating, roguish brain tumour. Not with my luck. Think I will ask Gail if I can take some time off.
Mark, what are you doing? You're needed. Order for that table of teenage pistards.
Right. Gail, when you've got a second, later maybe, I was wondering whether my taking some holiday might...
Mark, we're 2 chefs down. Abigail's got norovirus. Marek just took the tip of his little finger off right on the eve of his sister's wedding. Coincidence? So this is not the time for you to ask to Skype off. Jesus.
Good to get that out in the open. At least I know where I stand now. I'm precisely where I was a second ago, but quite a bit more upset. Shit, it's the rogue trader. I wonder if his dish perchance cost £11.
Enjoy your meals.
Just keep walking, Mark.
Oi.
And now walk back, Mark.
I never ordered this.
I think you did. Burritos Deluxe?
No, burritos Mexicano with jalapeno sauce. Do I know you?
No. Right, yes, I'm afraid my colleague who took your order must have made a mistake, so...
Don't blame her. For fuck's sake, man up. You're the one who brought the wrong food.
True, but I was only following orders.
Like Vince Cable.
Don't blame a woman, you piece of fucking dirt. Now fuck off back to that kitchen and get me what you should have done the first time. Mug.
Fine. Right. Fine. Okay, want the jalapeno sauce, mate? Well, you can have the jalapeno sauce, but with my hot yellow pit in it.
Oh, no.
Yeah. See how you like this?
No.
I can't go. I can't piss. Come on, bladder. Please let me piss in the sauce.
Mark,
Oh.
Should I go? I bet I'm sacked.
Oh. It's spicy ranch.
Just better ways to get back in the food industry.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, he wasn't happy there anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
no one's happy at their job, right? It's how do I say this? It's like what you do with the funds from the job that make the job worth it. No one's like, oh, joy. You know,
Right.
we're the exception, but
Right.
there's many a year. In fact, all of it up to 3 years ago, where I was like, this sucks.
Yeah, you need both.
You know, funded other things.
Right. Yeah, that woman just gave me flashbacks to every single retail job and every fast food thing I ever worked.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't miss that at all.
No, me neither, man.
Dolby will definitely dump me now.
No, she won't.
She's got a special look of pity for unemployed people. Like this.
I'd say that was more sympathy or empathy. One of the pathies are nice.
Anyway, we won't be able to go away for her birthday now. We'll be stuck here with own brand couscous and Wallander.
Don't worry. Zara says we have only one thing to fear, and that's fear itself. It's a clever saying, isn't it?
And what about losing all your money? Or shitting yourself in public? Or the tabloid press mistakenly outing you as a pedo? Or Alzheimer's? Or all of those things plus you're drowning?
It's a clever saying, though, isn't it?
Oh, Jesus, you're in love with Zara, aren't you? You shouldn't be in love with her, Jeremy. You're playing with fire.
No, I'm not. I'm playing with the opposite of fire.
Water?
Yeah, thank you. Because, yeah, I fancy Zara, but I want to keep my nice job. So I've decided to just be in love with her mind. A pure, modest, beautiful love. And then possibly have a wank when we're Skyping. Hands, what's up?
I've accidentally run to Windsor.
What?
Yeah, I've mistakenly run to Windsor.
But that's like Scotland or something, isn't it?
I didn't mean to. It's just the endorphins kicked in and I couldn't stop.
Okay, find some polythene or something to pull over yourself and a bit of waste ground. And I'm sure you'll feel fine in the morning.
My legs are gone, man. I'm a jelly. I'm paralysed. It feels fucking brilliant.
So he just basically got the same rush as his drugs. Basically running himself into the ground.
Yeah.
Feels amazing. I'm dead.
He's the anti-Forrest Gump. He's like, instead of just saying, I'm pretty tired.
Yeah.
I go home now.
Oh, man.
He doesn't go home.
He just keeps running until his legs give out.
I'll just keep on running for Jenny.
Oh, God,
That's
movie.
a terrible Tom Hanks impression.
Good God.
God, I fancy you. Should I make a move? I'll lose my job. I like my job. Why can't I have everything I want all the time? Isn't that democracy?
This is a great book. I adore magic realism, don't you?
Love it.
You know, guys don't usually get it as a genre, but we're not surprised that you would.
Okay, here goes. I've been reading a very brilliant novel lately.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a man and a woman. It's not set here, it's set out in Iran.
Oh.
And the woman, she's with someone else, who is the man's, not boss, but his baseball coach. Yeah, and he really wants to stay in the baseball team, the man, but he also really wants to get together with the attractive woman. It's a great book.
What's it called?
Baseball Man.
Right, I've just got a call round my book group, guys. Paul's ill and can't host it, and Ben's holding his poker game at mine.
Well, you could have your book group at my place, and I could fill in for Paul.
You'd have to read the book pretty quickly.
No worries. Hope it's Mr. Nice. I've read Mr. Nice.
It's Wuthering Heights.
Right. Doesn't sound like another Howard Marks book, but fingers crossed. Ah, brilliant.
Great, then. Okay, well, won't we...
Fuck hard right here, and then kill Ben?
Grab a coffee?
Super.
Y'all gonna have to fill us in on how long that book is, because neither one of us read. Most Americans don't read.
I've heard Wuthering Heights.
Really?
Yeah, man. I'm not an uncultured swine. I know it's a book, you know? Like, that's a big book. Wuthering Heights feels like a big book. But I don't know. It sounds weird.
Yeah.
It sounds like a big book. I know it's a book. That's it. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Should I? Would be welcomed now? Should I get a condom or...
Okay.
They're in the sock drawer. Hang on a sec and then we can let the enjoyable sex continue. I don't know what to do. In a way, Kenneth, I hate you. Sorry, they're in here somewhere, Dobbs.
Shit, it's from Simon.
Great.
His mum's died.
You're off duty, Kenneth. Stand at ease.
Sorry, Mark. Is it alright if I go over now to see Simon?
Could I say my mum's dead? Would Dobby maybe believe that long enough for me to go home and shoot Mum?
I do understand it's weird for us, so if you'd rather I didn't.
You should go. Nicely selfless. I can't control what she does, but at least I can make her feel guilty while she does it.
It's really tragic, isn't it?
Very tragic indeed.
Although his mum was loaded, so Simon's going to be a very well-off man.
Is he? Superb. Young, good-looking, sexy, and now rich. Perhaps the fucker can also teleport. Is that a book, Jeremy?
Yes, it's a book. Why shouldn't it be a book?
Why do you have it?
I'm going to read it, Mark.
You're going to read a book? You hate reading.
No, I don't. I love reading. I read Mr. Nice 4 times. I read The Bunny Suicides. Look, I've offered to host Sarah's book group, okay? And now Shitty Ben's decided he's coming because it's happening here and he's all jealous and suspicious. So what I thought was, even though I can't tell Ben to fuck off, I can defeat him mentally at the book group and impress Zara by saying clever things. So I'm going to read all of this book from page 1 to, 372.
There it is.
That's nails on a chalkboard, man. When you have to read something you don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'd say that's pretty much what ruined reading for me, is having to read 300, 400-page books. Not for enjoyment, but because we had to.
Well, love to read when I do have a moment of quiet, which never happens.
Yeah.
But it's what happened in our school systems, right? Is like they bound the book so much and obliterate everything and read into everything. And where that's, I guess, their job, it just ruins the joy of reading. It's just like, holy crap, why can't this man just open a door? Why does it have to be a metaphor for something so grandiose? It's like, why can't you fucking open the door?
Yeah.
What if
you're
reading much into this fucking story?
Yeah, the reader takes from it,
Yeah.
and it should be up the interpretation of the individual.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you how bad it is in this country about reading is the incentive to a lot of reading is Pizza Hut. You remember the Book at Pizza Hut deal?
No.
Where if you
They
read
haven't.
a certain amount of books and you mark it down, you could present it. This is probably the 90s and the 2000s. You present that coupon, that thing you filled out that you read this many books, and you get a personal pan pizza.
Wow. I didn't know about that.
You didn't?
I didn't know about that at all. That's awesome. I didn't know they incentivized reading.
That's how they're reading.
Very nice. Very smart. I like that.
Yeah. The more you know.
Yeah.
And that whole sign there, it's like dumpster on fire that's going by.
Oh, God. See this train wreck.
It's going to be a train wreck.
How's the book going? Enjoying it?
I look at it, I read the words, or think I do, but then I get distracted, or I don't quite take it in, and I have to go back. I've been on the same 4 pages for 3 hours.
I see.
Mark, how do you read? Can you teach me to read?
You want me to teach you to read?
Yes. I mean, not literally, but you concentrate. Please tell me.
Well, turn the telly off for a start.
Oh, turn the telly off. Everything bad starts with turn the telly off.
Okay. Start reading that paragraph there.
Right.
You probably feel like looking away from the page now, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Look away. Stay with it. Fascinating. It's like watching a sheep try to use an iPhone.
Oh, it's too difficult. I mean, the story's told by a man and then a lady and then no one. Why can't we read something simple like Mr. Nice?
Well, why don't you talk about Mr. Nice instead? About all the different times Mr. Nice got high to different extents.
Right. I'm going to sit outside on the balcony all night and finish this book. That way I'll be cold and I won't fall asleep.
There he is, the Captain Oates of having to read a relatively short book.
And was Spark Notes not a thing back then?
I don't know.
More recent.
My first go-to is it a movie?
Yes, it's a movie.
And then I would search Spark Notes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's the way I would have done it. If I was to run a book club and I had to ingest a book quick, is it a movie? Period. And then Spark Notes.
Yeah. Like that one Seinfeld episode where George had to read Breakfast at Tiffany's for a girl and found the movie, but had to find a family that rented it and convince them to watch it with him. It was
What?
so awkward. So
Oh my
awkward.
god. Oh god, renting
Thank
movies.
Yeah. Thank God for Netflix now.
I can't do it, Mark. It's 372 pages long and I'm freezing.
My legs.
So what I was thinking was, could you read it for me? The stupid olden days book. Please.
I'm not staying up all night reading Wuthering Heights.
Please. I'll do the washing up every day until I die, and then my children will do the washing up after that.
Look, I'm broke and you're relatively moneyed, so...
Are we doing a deal? A grubby oilman or corrupt councillors?
Deals happen every day, Jeremy. Buying a Twix is a deal. Paying for the toilet at Euston is a deal. I'll read the book, I'll look at some online criticism, but for a price.
You massive prostitute.
I'm not a prostitute. Now, please get out of my bed.
Best to have Pringles in bowls, otherwise you get Pringle hands. I think if Rod Hull and Emu were still alive, they definitely would have used them to advertise Pringles.
Yes, so the birthday weekend's going ahead, if you're still up for it. All the complimentary shower caps we can wear and proper cafetières in the rooms.
Mark, you're unemployed. You can't afford that. Don't be silly.
No, it's fine.
Mark.
Yes, listening.
I'm not still into Simon, okay? His mum died. He's sad. I made him a boiled egg. Stop waiting for all this to blow up. Because it's not going to unless you detonate your mad paranoid bomb vest.
Sorry.
How about we ditch the book freaks and head back to my place, yeah? You look like you need to be in bed.
Well, I am very tired. I was up half the night reading. I see, yeah. Got you. Bed.
They're ready, Mark.
Yes, something else has come up, Jez. I can't do the group.
No, Mark. We made a deal. Remember? A grubby deal. You've got to defeat Ben.
I need to renege on the deal, Jez. I really have got something else I'd rather do.
Mark, I need you. I haven't read the book.
Jeremy!
Oh my God, here we go.
We thought we'd let you start, as it's your place.
We're letting you castrate yourself, as it's your penknife.
Where you go?
Great. What do I say? I'm pretty sure it's a love story. Can I compare it to another love story? The film Love Story, maybe? Well, as a love story.
Sorry, as a what?
A love story?
Oh, come on, Jez, this isn't a fucking love story, it's a fucking fuck story. It's about animal lusts and earth and dirt and fluids, not love, art, companionship, all that rubbish.
I hate you.
Crack.
There you go.
Cheers.
Wuthering Heights.
God almighty. Oh,
That is possibly Mark's finest, smoothest moment, possibly ever. Here. Like, that was as it needed to be. That was beautiful. I love that.
and also Super Hands ran all the way back from wherever the hell he was.
He got a piece of wood. Oh.
This is gonna go beautifully right here. I just cannot wait.
It's so obviously an exploration of, wild elemental fright.
Jeremy's right, he's a shit. Can we go in for 5 minutes, Toms?
An ode to dark passions and a kind of
Savage Rhapsody? Sorry, Ben, very easily done, but I think you might accidentally be giving opinions from quite a well-known online essay on Wuthering Heights as your own.
Fuck you. Mark's going into bat for me.
He hasn't understood the book at all. Wuthering Heights isn't a hymn to lust and passion.
And he's really good at this, unlike any game actually involving a bat.
Gothic nonsense is, and how it inevitably has to give way to real life and real love.
Wow. Blimey, Mark, you sound like an intellectual. Like Tony Parsons or something.
This is what I was born to do. It's like Robert Robinson fucked Joan Bakewell and they had me.
Right, screw this. I'm off. Bunch of fucking suits.
Well, shall we cool off? Put our big hot brains on ice for 5.
Back to yours.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
Thanks, mate.
It's all right, Jess. I'm just off to Dobby's, and I don't think I'll be needing to be friends with Kenneth anymore.
Okay. Do you think might have been made redundant?
Indeed. I think Kenneth can take a hike.
Kenneth is what Mark calls his 9-inch dildo.
That's awesome.
That is Masterpiece Theater can suck Kenneth.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Dude.
That was beautiful. Right there at the end.
Who needs enemies when you guys have each other?
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love how innocent that statement is to them too. But to everyone else in the room, like, what?
I love it.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
Gotta love this. I'm glad we're back to doing
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah.
This is gonna be great.
This is a classic one, man. I like this one. This was just oddly less of a train wreck than I thought.
Yeah, it had a semi happy ending to it, which never happens.
No, not at all. All right, well, that means the train wreck's gonna be that much bigger next episode.
Yeah, they got to make up for it in the next one.
Yep. Man.
Anyway,
awesome.
kids, thanks for watching. Patreon, thank you for your patronage. YouTube, thanks for watching. Someone around to subscribe, watch another video. Dan, what should they do after this?
Unplug and do something epic, guys.
That's right. And we'll see you in the next one.
Later, guys.